ready to go. Brooke Mosher, who what a delight she's been from the service area for the Pitt Panthers, and a big first serve and a tap down from Blair Bayless to start this.
I think Blair Bayless will take that any day. Get herself activated in this match with a little push down on the overpass. And as you said, Brooke Mosher, we know Olivia Babcock has a tough serve, but Brooke Mosher, one of the most consistent topspin servers I've ever seen.
And off the top of the net and an ace, and it's 2-0 Pitt.
The home court roll. We know that the Panthers love being in this building. An .867 home winning percentage in the Dan Fisher era inside of this Fitzgerald Fieldhouse.
Redshirt senior from Wisconsin, her first season here. Another good serve and a tip back and into the net, I believe, were the Clemson Tigers. And it's quickly 3-0 Pitt. Brooke coming from Illinois, University of Illinois. And that serve long. And first point for the Tigers. And we will see Clemson serve for the first time.
And one of the goals for this Clemson team, Jeff, is to serve very tough. Head coach Jackie Simpson-Keir told us that they are going to miss serves because they're trying a lot of things to be able to get that ball and make it difficult for Pitt, as we just saw.
And an opportunity there, blocked and on the line. And a Panthers point is 4-0. Well, it was a sloppy serve receive for the Panthers, but able to get it over and win the point. Izzy Maston, who just turned 18, graduated a year early from high school to be a part of this team. Again, timing just a little off there for the Tigers. Dubes sets Babcock.
And welcome to the match, Olivia Babcock. We knew we would be hearing from her sooner than later, and I think everyone in the gym heard that one.
Maston at 5-1. Nearly an ace that really seemed to knuckle, and a kill for Clemson. Mia McGrath. McGrath isn't the biggest at 5'11", but she plays bigger.
McGrath coming off of a season where she averaged 2.31 kills per set and also 2.63 digs per set, so really a dual threat player.
139 kills now on the season for McGrath, and cross and point to Pitt.
I think there was a lot of things that happened with that. There was someone in the net, there was a touch called. It looked like it might have been out, so a lot of different things going on in that point. I was trying to figure out
which trumps which.
So we see there, I see the net moving, but I couldn't quite see who was in the net for Clemson.
Mauritz with the hit. And great save by Mauritz again, and the hit off the block, and the Panthers are up 7-2.
And Jeff, you have to hope, if you're the Panthers, that Dagmar Mauritz is able to get going, and maybe it gets going because she's playing strong defense, but not great offense over the past couple of games for her. A little bit of struggles, but maybe that defense can get her kick started.
Mallory Meyer in to serve for the Panthers. That is blocked back, but good save by the Tigers, and the kill. Diggs is what Clemson does very well.
Yes, a very gritty team. I think when we talked to head coach Simpson-Keir, she used the word grit and gritty about 15 to 20 times in the conversation that we had with her, Jeff. And that's the type of team that they need to be, because they don't necessarily have the height that a lot of top teams have.
And swing from left side. Dagmar Mauritz, just a freshman, but tons of experience.
And Mauritz is also, you talk about her being a freshman, but she's a 20-year-old freshman, Jeff. So she has a lot of overseas experience, which is really vital.
And a quick set, and Bree Kelly. And that communication has really grown, especially with Brooke Mosher in the middles for the Panthers.
And that's really important, because middle sets are all about timing, Jeff. So as you see here, Bree Kelly is already up in the air when Brooke Mosier is getting that ball. So they have to have so much trust in each other as far as Brooke knowing where Bree is going to be, and then Bree trusting Brooke that she's going to put the ball in a place where she can put it down.
Babcock still serving, and that one long. So half the Clemson points so far have been on Panthers missed serves. It's 9-4 Pitt. Clemson looking to get a run going here. See head coach Dan Fisher for the Panthers. And the transformation of this program is remarkable. And tip perfectly done by Mauritz. What a start she's had in this match.
3 early kills on 3 attempts. Also a dig, a really great dig thrown in there to keep a rally alive. So as I said, maybe her defense is getting that offense going.
Maybe an ace to round it off. Or a service error.
We'll chalk that up as announcer jinx there.
10-5 Panthers. Catherine Zant, just a sophomore and well on her way to 1,000 assists this year. Great dig in the back row by the Tigers. And dig there from Olivia Babcock, what we've seen from her this year, and Mauritz puts it away. Excuse me, Bayless puts it away.
And Blair Bayless says thank you very much to her teammate Olivia Babcock for keeping that rally alive. And then you see here the dig by Olivia Babcock, and then the set there coming from Emery Dupes to be able to put that ball away, and the nice bump set right into the hitting pocket of Blair Bayless.
IT Tautua'a in the serve. And Clemson trying something a little off speed that time. What a decision by the Tigers to push that one back. Mia Moore saw that open space in the back corner. Great play by Clemson.
And we talked about Clemson being gritty. I think another word for them tonight will be crafty. They need to find all the angles, utilize all the open spots on the court.
Kind of a tug of war at the net. Opportunity here for the Panthers. Back set to Babcock. What a dig. And the lefty swing is Clemson's calling touch. Panthers say no. We'll see if we get a challenge. Gildon with a great save. And it was not touched. A Panther point. And 12-6. And serve deep from Brooke Mosher.
And that's back-to-back service errors for Mosher. The last time that we saw her at the service line, she hit the ball long. And now 4 service errors for the Panthers so far in this first set. Clemson only has 7 points.
Babcock goes high in the air. Wow. And that's where, you know, Clemson wants to play physical, they'll dig, but they're not the tallest team, and you just saw her rise above that block attempt.
And that's just a bump set, and you can see that block set too far out, so that's communication between Brooke Mosher and her hitter, Olivia Babcock, pulling that set in, and that left a ton of open space.
3 kills for Babcock here, a 13-7 lead. Lefty hit by Mia Moore. Powerful swing there from Moore. 100 kills coming into today's match. Clemson trying to hang around, down 5. Back set to Babcock and able to put it away for her 4th kill.
And there you have to credit Brooke Mosher. She was a little bit off of the net on that, so you think that she's probably going to the far pin, but actually utilized her back set, knowing that she has that outlet of Olivia Babcock, and wherever you put it up, as long as you put it up high enough, Olivia Babcock will put it down.
Sophomore from Nebraska, Mallory Meyer in. A little off-speed hit and a kill from Olivia Babcock. It is a 15-8 Panthers lead.
First to even be out before, and now they need to pull those out to fit all of these fans in here.
And an ace from Mallory Meyer. You know, in some of these matches, we saw it against Penn State with Maria Puzel getting some quality time. Panthers sprinkling in different players as we're early in conference play. 16-8 Pitt, middle kill tipped, and point to the Clemson Tigers. Kate Hansen.
Kate Hansen, one of 3 returning starters for this Clemson team, averaged 2.25 kills per set and just over a half block per set.
And first service error for the Clemson Tigers. It's 17-9. Hansen, the 8th best hitting percentage in the ACC. In the middle, and now a chance to see Olivia Babcock serve again. It doesn't seem as unique because of Brooks' serve. And back-to-back service errors.
And those are things, if you're head coach Dan Fisher, that you want to improve on. Right now, it doesn't hurt your team. You're still up 10 points to this point, but you don't want it to be down the road when you're playing a Louisville or a team like that, and you are in those moments and you miss those types of serves.
How about 3 in a row?
Kaya Gordon there with the missed serve for the Tigers.
Gordon will go out in favor of Hansen. And it, you know, Clemson wants to draw you into a long rally. What we've seen so far, a lot of quick rallies, which really plays into Pitt's hands.
And as you mentioned, wanting to see Puzel, and here she is for us with an ace. How about it?
So do we get the announcer jinx back?
We're even now. We're even.
And a timeout by the Clemson Tigers here at 19-10.
To get a player like Dagmar Mauritz and then a player like Marina Puzel being able to have that overseas playing experience, which has proved pivotal.
It's just a freshman. Set back and on the line, point Clemson.
And we might, I'm waiting, challenge, no challenge. Dan Fisher thought he might go to the green card. Now he's asking the official. Now we're looks like we will have the challenge. I didn't see the card come out, but it looks like he signified to the official, did the secret code, the C hand signal.
Well, you know, want to save that green card. So we'll see if that is indeed out or in. What if when the officials are right that they did a little dance? Like,
what about when they're wrong?
Well, then they just sulk back.
That's a close
tight.
one.
I don't think it caught a little bit of that line.
You have to see there. Do you see? And the thing is, just like you talk about with any replays, that you need to find that clear view that completely shows the opposite of what the call was on the court. So the call on the court was that the ball was in. So you need to find that clear angle that distinctly shows that it was out.
And just know that ref is not looking exactly at what we're looking at right now. We're just trying to give you some angles here. It's currently 19-11. Panthers. Pitt hitting 786 in this first set to 167. Seems like it's out.
After review, the call stands. Pittsburgh will lose the challenge.
Or not.
I always
Clemson
say
serve.
that I never envy the people in blue on the court, the people in the teal blue, that is, because they have a very difficult job, and they usually do a really, really great job, as we just saw there with the call standing.
Catherine Sant with the serve, and nearly an ace. Panthers able to find a way over, and a tip from Moore is knocked right back at her, but Clemson able to get it over the net. And up by Puzel, and it was just sitting there for Bree Kelly to put away.
Bree Kelly had enough of that rally and wanted to finish it off there. What a rally between these two teams. On multiple occasions, I thought that the ball was going to be down, and then that was actually Sophia Gregoire there coming in, another sub for these Panthers, and getting in on the action quickly.
IT serve at 20-11. And a swing off Panthers' hands and a point for the Clemson Tigers. That's Kennedy Wagner.
And that's just her second kill here. And she only has 4 attacks so far. So that just shows you how much the Panthers have been able to get Clemson out of system, is that they're not being able to set their go-to players.
Clemson down 8 here. First set here in Pittsburgh. And Luma with the service error. That is the 8th service error we've seen combined in this first set. And middle set tip and a beauty by the Clemson Tigers. Nil Okur.
Nil Okur, we talked about this Clemson team being gritty, and I think if Coach Simpson-Keir had to say that there was a player that embodied that, it would be Nil Okur with what she does for this Clemson Tigers team.
And one middle to another. Ryla Jones able to put that away for the Panthers. Now 3 points from this first set. And Izzy Maston is going to come in and serve. You know, and Izzy said, hey, I could have another year of high school, but she really wanted, she academically was able to meet all the requirements, and here she is playing ACC volleyball, and Moore is blocked out of bounds. Another powerful swing from Moore.
And if I were Clemson, I would be trying to get that ball as often as I could to Maya Moore with the powerful lefty swing that she has on that far pin.
Couple kills for her today, and a float serve ace. I don't even know if that's a float serve. What would you call that, Amanda? Just kind of died.
It absolutely was a float, but like you said, the air just completely came out of that ball and just died.
Like a Patriot serve. And ball knocked right down. Olivia Babcock there with Ryla Jones.
And it looked like the line judge said in, then she said out, and then the up ref overturned it and said, I had the angle on it, and I'm saying that it was in.
Mallory Meyer for the Panthers, and again, we've seen that kind of overset, and opportunities have been there for the Panthers, and we're already at set point here in the first. Kill left side by Mack. Mia McGrath keeps Clemson in this set.
Mack says not so fast. This set isn't going to be over yet as she now goes back to the service line.
She's an accomplished server as well. Olivia Babcock a tip this time. Clemson able to save it and get a kill. Kennedy Wagner. It's a pretty play for the Tigers. And if nothing else, momentum a little bit into set number 2.
Absolutely.
Panthers will tip this time for the first set. It's Bree Kelly.
Per set, but that's not necessarily a category that you want to be leading, because that means on the other side of it that you're not terminating the ball enough.
Claire Luma, the sophomore from Wisconsin, gets us started here in the second set. And a kill in the middle, Blair Bayless. Bayless is an answer to one of the rare trivia questions. Who not named Babcock has led the Panthers in kills in a match this year?
And you talk about players that have steadily improved. Blair Bayless having easily one of her best seasons here at Pitt.
And what a dig by Mosher to keep that alive. Clemson with the opportunity. McGrath long, but tipped. So point to Clemson.
And after that dig by Mosher here, you really wanted that to be a point for the Panthers. Look at her get down for that ball and keep it alive for her team.
Good Clemson serve. Middle attack is blocked, but out. Good block by Hansen. It just too much muscle on it.
And there's those block touches that I talked about, just needing to angle her hands into the court, so her hands were angled outside. A really strong swing from Ryla Jones, but if you get those hands angled into the court and pressed over the net, that ball is going to go down on the Panther side rather than out, as we just saw.
See Maston. And the opportunity here on the left side. Mauritz.
Dagmar Mauritz having a great offensive game. Now 4 kills on 5 attempts for the freshman out of the Netherlands.
And tied with Bree Kelly for second. Only Babcock with 5 has more. And a free ball here for the Panthers. Good job of getting it deep by Clemson, and a good dig in the back by Gildon. And good dig by Dupes. We're seeing both sides get on the floor, but you just can't stop Olivia Babcock.
Can't stop it. As much as you want to try, 9 times out of 10, Olivia Babcock is going to succeed.
You know, Babcock will be remembered on this point, but it's a couple of great saves on each side.
Defense at a premium in that rally.
4-1 Panthers here, and this communication, great save just to get it over by McGrath, and a middle kill from Ryla Jones.
Brooke Mosher is feeling those connections with her middles. We've seen it so far in the second set.
And a Panthers run here in the first set means a timeout for Clemson. It's 5-1 Pitt.
And look at that jump, over 100 points better, and that's just showing the decision-making efficiency that she's been able to have.
And a tip out. One of the things Dan Fisher really likes about Mosher is she has this attitude of, how can I get better? When someone brings something to her, says, hey, we need to work on this, let's do it, let's go. And he loves that about her, and one of those intangibles. I don't even know if he knew how much she was like that until he started coaching her, as Mia Moore hits one just wide. I tell you what, if you're Clemson, what an asset she could be over the course of this season. Moore already over 100 kills, and served just long from Izzy Maston. And it's now 7-2. The run stopped. A 6-0 run for the Panthers. And now Clemson looks to get something going on its end. Addie Raines will serve. And the middle tip that time nearly works for the Panthers, but a free ball. Mosher sets, and what big block.
Kate Symington in for Clemson, one of the tallest, or the tallest player that they have on this team, standing at 6'4", and you can see there getting those long arms up and over the top of the net.
Now it's just right into her, and back-to-back points for the Tigers now. And it's 7-4. So Clemson, a little 3-0 scoring run here. All behind the sophomore from Indiana. I don't know what we're discussing here.
It looked like they were trying to, Coach Fisher, I think, is wanting a replay, and you can kind of hear the officials.
And they were able to talk it out.
And you can see him motioning, saying that Dagmar had to go around the cameraman that is on the floor, so that they're saying that her path was impeded, and he's saying that he didn't, the up ref was saying that he didn't think that it affected the play.
And a service error after the brief discussion, and it's 8-4 Panthers.
But we always say that the ball doesn't lie. So with that serve going out, you think that maybe Coach Fisher had a case there on that play, but now Panthers have doubled up the Tigers.
And the ace from Mallory Meyer. Her 7th on the season.
And that's what she comes in to do. And I think over the course of the past couple of seasons, Jeff, the Panthers have done that so well. They have role players, and they know exactly what their role is. For a couple of seasons, we saw it with Kat Flood being able to serve, and now we see it with Mallory Meyer. But how about the decision there by Catherine Sant, taking matters into her own hands and getting the point for her team?
It's the same type of play we see from Mosher, that left-handed, just eyes in the back of your head. Maston saves the serve. Babcock kind of flat-footed. And Clemson a miscommunication and a point for the Panthers. It's 10-5.
That's a play that I think Clemson would want back. You have Olivia Babcock not fully swinging on a ball, more of like a roll shot that goes over the net, and then you just pass it to a spot that none of your players are.
Now Babcock to serve. Good first serve, good dig. Kennedy Wagner off the Panthers' hands, although Pitt is going to challenge quickly. We see the C. We've gotten to that point where the green card is passe. Yeah. You have a signal.
But important to know,
challenging, no touch.
Important to know that the Panthers have already challenged once and lost it. So the Panthers right now have one challenge. So if this challenge is lost, then the Panthers don't have any more challenges until this game, if it goes to a 5th set potentially. So if it goes to a 5th set, each coach gets another challenge, but the Panthers lose this, then no more challenges for the remainder of this match.
My eyes were off the hands and just how high Wagner was jumping. Look how high she is.
And then also seeing how hard the swing was, but seeing how directly out of play it went. I didn't think that the block had a chance to be able to get over to the antenna in enough time to be able to try to get hands on that ball.
Well, we would hope for a swift decision tonight.
After review, there's no touch. Point Pitt. They retain their challenge.
All right, so Panthers have that one challenge left.
11-5 Panthers. Olivia Babcock, 7 kills, an assist, a dig, and a block. Oh, and that time won, and by Sant, who celebrates.
And why not? I mean, you're going up against a player that's on the AVCA Player of the Year watch list in Bree Kelly, and you just push the ball through her.
And Bree's someone who likes to chat occasionally, so big point for Sant. 5-point game and a service error by Gordon. Panthers get it right back. Bayless is in. Tuckmore Mauritz to serve for the Panthers. Panthers hitting .625 so far. Kennedy Wagner rises up. Mauritz with the dig. Mosher feeds back to Babcock. Now it's Wagner. She is blocked at the net. And the revenge of Bree Kelly.
You knew she would be active again. You see here just staying up and pressing those hands over the top of the net so that roll shot did not have a chance to even come over the net.
And it's just a look from Bree. Wagner rises up again. Duke's able to save it. All the way over is Mosher. And a tip by Blair Bayless.
right in the donut. No one there, everyone flat-footed for the Clemson Tigers, and that constitutes a timeout.
So is that more Blair, or is that more a mistake on Clemson?
It's a little bit of both. It's Blair seeing that she had 2 blockers in front of her, knowing where that means that the players are surrounding that double block. And
Kelly, Jones, all contributing here, and it's a 14-6 Panthers lead here in the second. Wagner just a bit deep. Clemson looking to get something going. They just have little spurts here and there, but just haven't been able to put a sustained run together. And I don't mean just points, but of good play. And as it climbs over, Wagner, good dig by Mauritz, dupes to Bayless. And even when it doesn't look pretty, the Panthers find a way.
I don't think I've ever seen a serve skip on top of the net and then roll on to the opponent's side.
10-point lead now here in set number 2. Time just a little flip attempt blocked by the Panthers. Wagner with her left hand blocked by Bree Kelly.
And Brooke Mosher was there too. Always have to give credit when there's a double block.
I didn't know she got her hand on it. I saw her there.
She was there. That's the most important thing. She was there.
You know, one point in her career, she was an attacker and served long by Mauritz, and it's 17-7. Imagine coming from kind of out in the country in the Netherlands to now you're in the city. Your campus is in a city, and it's been an adjustment for Mauritz as Bayless puts another one away.
Also been a big adjustment playing in front of a crowd. I mean, you talk about a couple thousand people here today for a Friday night regular season ACC matchup, but just this past Sunday, there was almost 6,000 people just down the hill at the Peterson Event Center. So she really had to get used to a lot of things, but one of the biggest was playing in front of a crowd.
Abby Emsch is in, and Haiti Tautua'a will serve. Moore hits that one long or wide. 19-7 Pitt. You see Haiti back from injury. Wagner, and just, timing is up, and Wagner is injured.
And you hope that maybe that was just knees getting bumped together.
What a year Kennedy Wagner is having. Claire Luma to serve here for Clemson with the Tigers down 11. And an ace.
After coming out of a long delay with one of your leaders going out of the match, how about Clemson there?
Now for Pitt, you have to kind of emotionally ramp up. And another near ace. Panthers just have to float it over off the top of the net on a Babcock hit. Left side tip. Babcock with the dig. And Bayless, a good dig that time by Luma, and hit wide. Panther point, 20th of the second set.
That's more again. We talked about how powerful of a serve or swing that she has, but she just hasn't been able to find that efficiency with that swing. A few balls going long for Moore.
Sure, now for the Panthers. A little bit less power that time. Moore brings all kinds of power, but right into the arms of Abby Emsch.
Emsch, a freshman for these Panthers, seeing some playing time. A 6'4" middle blocker coming out of New Waterford, Ohio.
And Dan Fisher said she's been knocking at the door for more playing time, and big play there. Had a little bit more pace on it. Attempt block. Bayless now. And good save by Clemson as Luma just has to send it over. Middle hit. Good attempt there by Luma, but a kill by Abby Emsch.
How about a block from Emsch? A kill from Emsch coming into this match, and she hasn't seen any action so far this match, so coming in cold and being able to be efficient, really great job by the freshman.
Now at the net, blocked down. I think that was more Babcock than Emsch. Olivia Babcock. Would have thought Olivia Babcock, stat filler.
And take a look at Emsch, back off on this play, letting the setter set it, and that led to her teammates being able to take over. A really, really smart play there by the freshman.
A big serve by Mosher. Good bump set, but again, the block. Emsch in the middle. And you just saw Dan Fisher look back at the assistant coaches as if, all right. Because you know what coaches love? Competition, where
yes.
practices are at high stakes.
And that's exactly what Pitt has had over the past number of seasons, and absolutely what they have this year.
Set point, Mosher into the net. Gildon to serve for Clemson. And a service error will end this second set.
Night.
And Brooke Mosher to start here in set number 3. And good set, better block, Mia Moore.
Kate Symington,
She was
again,
there as well, 6'4", yeah.
the tallest player on this Clemson squad, and she has been in on a number of plays, really stopping this Panthers attack.
Sophomore Addie Raines to serve for Clemson. Mosher sends it back, and
Pazel there for the Panthers on that near pin attack.
so Marina played in 4 European championships for France. Is from Monaco. First season with the Panthers. Middle kill and set up well, and there you go once again.
We've seen the defense of Symington, but a little bit of offense there for the middle blocker, standing at 6'4" for these Tigers, the junior out of Excelsior, Minnesota.
It just played in 8 sets coming into today's match. And now serving, and a middle kill there for the Panthers. Ryla Jones.
Anything you can do, I can do better, says Ryla Jones, seeing what Symington did and then besting her with her own attack.
Mallory Meyer to serve for the Panthers. What a combination to have Ryla and Bree Kelly and an ace. Second one of the match for Mallory Meyer. And, you know, Myers, you mentioned, you know your role. You don't know when that role would expand, but you just kind of keep at it. And impress when you have your opportunities, and she has been. The serve, and
that will be an illegal attack by Clemson. They have their setter in the back row, so she cannot jump above the net and contact the ball. And great job again by Abby Emsch of keeping herself on her side to let the setter do that to get the point for her team.
And Moore winds up and hits that one wide. Point to the Panthers.
And really unfortunate there for Moore. If she could just a few inches on a few of her attacks, and she would probably have at least 8 kills here in the match, Jeff.
And tip knocked down right in front.
Bianca Martinez in.
Bianca in there, the senior, Cal State Fullerton transfer.
So we talk about Pitt really going into their bench, but Clemson also doing the same. And I think that's Coach Simpson-Kear really trying to see what players she has and what they can do against really top-tier competition.
Audrey Armbruster with the serve there for Clemson. Another substitution in, and free ball here for Pitt. And a chance for Babcock, and just no chance for Clemson on that swing.
And you love the decision there by Mosher. Olivia Babcock didn't get the kill on that previous attack, and then she says, I'm going to give it right back to you because I know that you're going to be able to put it down on this second attempt.
See Mosher currently out. Same with Babcock. Tautua'a to serve.
And Sophia Gregoire coming back in to play in the front for the Panthers.
Zell remains in there for Pitt. Clemson, the tip attempt, good dig by Armbruster. Gregoire with the kill attempt, dug by Clemson. Tip there. Dupe sets. And what a dig in the back row for Clemson. Gildon, but the Panthers able to pull out a point. Clemson's getting to what they want to do. They're extending points a little bit farther, but Panthers there finding a way to win it.
They just don't have a lot of those hitters that are able to terminate, and that's what they've been missing a lot this season. But there's a termination
right
there for Bianca Martinez.
Senior here joining the Tigers now. Mia McGrath. McGrath 4 kills so far tonight. And an ace.
The Tigers are keeping themselves in this third set, Jeff.
17th of the season for McGrath. And the Panthers able to kill from that left side. That's Gregoire.
Gregoire a few moments ago had a kill on the near pin, and now going out to that far pin and getting in on the action. So Gregoire doing a great job of taking advantage of the sets that she is getting so far here early in this third set.
You think that this group's going to get a lot of work here, depending on how the score works. And a hit long on the right side for Clemson. Malritz up 9-5. And just set perfectly, unfortunately, for Gregoire for the Tigers.
And Gregoire says, thank you very much. I will take that.
It's interesting because there have been a number of service errors for Pitt, but yet their serve has been really good.
And that's kind of the risk reward that you have with a lot of the types of serves that you see with the Panthers, as you see a service error there, now making that the 9th of this match so far. And you have 9 service errors to go along with 4 service aces, so definitely not the balance that you would like to see if you're Coach Fisher.
And Panthers, a little miscommunication there. Clemson an opportunity coming from the back. Nice kill from Gordon.
And we've seen Gordon come in as a serving sub, but getting some action in the front row, and why not if she has power like that?
And a 6-footer, Kaya. And an ace for the Tigers. It's now all of a sudden 10-8. Kenna Gildon. IT. Back set and a kill again from Gregoire. That's her 3rd.
And you think if you're Clemson, oh great, Olivia Babcock isn't in the match right now, but then who comes in for her? Sophia Gregoire, a transfer from Oregon, who has been one of the top teams in the country over the past number of seasons.
Just has to set it over. Opportunity again for Gregoire, who's getting into a little rhythm here on that right side.
And feeding the hot hand, the Panthers out of system the past couple of plays, but just putting the ball up and then letting their hitters do the work.
And this time a little too far, and Gordon able to put it down for Clemson. As we see Dupes come back in for the Panthers, and Sant to serve here for Clemson. Down just 3 here in the third. So a must-win set for Clemson. Panthers up 2-0. And a middle tip. Served right back at the Panthers. And a block at the net. Moore.
And who else but Kate Symington?
It's going to have you say her name.
Symington now 4 blocks in this match.
And what a save by Gordon. And unable to dig that was Gildon, and Ryla Jones gets the kill.
She had the save on the play before, like you talked about, Jeff. And that was actually Gordon on the save with Gildon behind her, but then too much power from the right arm of Ryla Jones.
Mosher. And more left side dug this time by the Panthers. And they're just going to have to send it over. Opportunity here for the Tigers. In the middle, Symington. Dug out. Little slide bump over. Block there from Pitt. Save by McGrath. Moore. And now Pitt's opportunity.
And if you've ever seen a rally killer,
9 kills for Olivia Babcock.
she's wearing 5 in white. And will kill any rally that you have going.
Also 3 digs and 3 blocks tonight. And big hit from Gordon again. And Gordon taking advantage of some extra time here. That's her 2nd kill, but she's been noticeable on this court.
She has, and as I mentioned early in this match, she was coming in as a serving sub, but then getting more action as Wagner went out early in that 2nd set and taking advantage.
And a service error by the Clemson Tigers and Luma. It's 5th
team, a couple of rough matches, but really getting it picked up. And I think what I mentioned you saw.
Hit up 4, and Panthers into the net.
No, I think it actually just landed on the Pitt side. So again, the powerful swing of Mia Moore getting that ball through the Panthers block.
Symington with an ace. Perfectly placed.
Just dropped right on that far sideline.
Lead just 2 for Pitt here. Another good serve. Panthers, and a tip attempt dug by Clemson. And middle kill is blocked for a second, but just too powerful from Ryla Jones.
1-on-1 in the middle. Ryla Jones against Bianca Martinez. Martinez, a newcomer to this Clemson team, transferring in from Cal State Fullerton. 3-year career at Cal State. 645 points.
Moore is blocked. That's Maurits with Emsch right there, but I think that was all Maurits.
And with the reaction of her teammates, I think so too. We'll take a look at it here, and there's Mauritz, the left hand just
kind of Pitt, Georgia Tech. Then you're going down to Florida for a couple of matches at Notre Dame, and then, of course, the first matchup with Louisville.
And after a little bit of a home stint here, some really big matches on the road for the Panthers. As you mentioned, all of those games at those places, two in Florida, and then finishing off that
seed here in the third set. And off the top of the net, and a service error.
And Clemson finds themselves within striking distance, just down 3 here in this third set.
Armbruster. Mosher in the middle, setting Babcock, and double-digit kills for Olivia Babcock.
That's a really tough ask from Mia McGrath on that near pin, standing at 5'11", going up against Olivia Babcock, who's listed at 6'5", I believe, in the roster, but most times when Coach Fisher mentions that she's 6'3".
23 assists for Mosher. And a kill in the middle for Clemson. Martinez again. That's her 3rd kill. And Clemson hanging around here in the third, down 3. For the Clemson Tigers, they go to SMU, and before they are back home against North Carolina, who's 3-0 early in ACC play. Tautua'a sets in the middle, and a big hit in the middle by Abby Emsch.
Take a look at it here. The great pass by Mauritz leads to the beautiful set from Haiti Tautua'a to her middle, Abby Emsch.
Another one clips the top of the net.
Neither team really wanting to go on a run here late in the third set. We've kind of been back and forth here with points.
Gildon serve. That one goes over. Tautua'a, perfect set. And a pretty kill. Good play there from the Panthers.
Pizzell really doing it all on that point, Jeff, getting the pass, a nice high pass so that she's able to get herself set up to be able to get a swing on that ball, and a very efficient swing at that.
Izzy Maston in to serve at 20-16. Just a little out of system. And Gordon hits it just a little long. It's 21-16.
And you can see the intent behind the swing, but just a little bit too much power behind it, and power in the wrong place as she got underneath of that ball, pushing it out of play.
Comes an opportunity right side. Block tip, and ball hit into the net by Ryla Jones. Point to Clemson. I'll say this about Clemson. They may not be at Pitt's level yet, but if you sleep on them in a match, they can hurt you.
They can, as they've got Pitt out of system a number of times here with very strong serves. And if you can really piece those together more efficiently, then you're looking at what could be a set loss.
Doesn't look like the 16th best team in the ACC. And ball hit out, and point to the Panthers. Pitt still hitting over 500 for this match. And Brooke Mosher, 3 points here are the Panthers from ending this here tonight. Oh, served by Mosher. More a little off speed, pancake by Mosher. Panthers keep it alive. Middle set and a kill from Symington.
Take a look at this here. Mosher going all out. Olivia Babcock throwing a wing on it. And then Mauritz able to keep it alive, but the Panthers not able to get that point.
Panthers look to kill middle. Ryla just a little long. This third set's not over. It's 22-19. Maddie Raines. Her team down 3. And some miscommunication there from the Panthers. And McGrath makes the Panthers pay. It's 22-20.
Mack knew exactly what to do with that overpass, finding the hole in the Panthers' front line and then just pushing that ball down.
Again, that short serve working out, but Olivia Babcock takes care of that point.
Again, I said it before, if you need a rally ended, give it to 5 and white.
Since McGrath. Mosher back set. Olivia Babcock save here for Clemson. McGrath sends it over. What an aggressive play by McGrath to get the kill.
And that's against a big double block. The Panthers in the front had Babcock and Jones, but I think there was a seam in that block, and McGrath just taking advantage of it.
2-point lead, 2 points from the match. Mosher and a tip. Good save by, I believe that was Martinez. The Panthers wind up blocked at the net, tipped at the net. Dupes will set Babcock this time, and she puts it away. It's a good rally there for the Clemson Tigers. They don't have Olivia Babcock.
They don't. I mean, no one in the country does, but they just don't have that player that they can go to, as we will have a challenge here from Clemson. And I mean, if you haven't, why not try it? It looked like they were challenging a net violation.
Clemson is challenging net fault.
And exactly that. So we will take a couple of looks at it.
I think Stephanie just said, why not? I think we just caught her lips going like that. And she's got to be proud that her team has fought. Obviously, a significant injury losing Kennedy Wagner in the second set. But here they are at 24-21. And if they get this reversed, it's 23-22 and a chance for this third set.
And
After
you also,
review, the call is confirmed. No net. Clemson loses a challenge.
I was going to say, you also have to look at what they were able to do coming off of a set where they lost 25-10, and you think, okay, you lose one of your best players, where is morale at? And it is higher than ever for this Clemson Tigers team. They've had to move their players all around, players playing different positions than they're used to.
Mallory Meyer. McGrath is blocked down, and that'll do it. Panthers listed with 9